Hey everybody, it's Douglas here, and I've got a really exciting automation to share with you today. So let's just talk about YouTube for a second. Personally, I love to create YouTube videos, but I cannot stand the process that comes afterwards, which is make a thumbnail, which is create the description, which is upload it to YouTube. The worst part is probably the chapter markers, which why do you even do chapter markers? Well, it helps Google rank your video higher if it knows what's happening inside your video. So why don't we just take a look real quick over here at, this is my personal channel. A lot of work went into creating all these thumbnails and then a bunch of time. So, a video might just be like a couple of minutes, but before you know it, you've spent half an hour doing it, and that just drives me absolutely crazy. And that's the problem is two things. One, I don't have the time, and two, I then get backlogged. I've got all these ideas I then didn't do yesterday's, let alone last week still, and then I just don't want to even make any more videos. I'm kind of stuck, right? So here's what we decided to do. We wanted to make an automation that can, as soon as you're done recording, basically you upload it and then the rest gets taken care of. So let me just jump in and show you. So all it does is start with a Google Drive folder. You just have to put your video, just drop it in here. That's it. And then once a day or whatever. So you might have different schedules. Like you might want to do once a day. You might want to do, maybe you have a dozen in there. You want to do a random. These could be full length. These could be shorts. So you might want to trigger it in some other way. For us, we just have it every day at noon. If there's a video in there, it processes it. And so how does it do that? Well, basically, once you've dropped it in there, we have this automation. I'm not going to get too technical, but I'm just going to show you how these work just because they're so amazing. This took us a while to build. But it takes your video right from Google Drive, and it actually is able to strip out. One of the problems is when you have a video, you lose all the context from it. And so the important thing is being able to extract that audio. So this extracts the audio and it runs it through AI to create like a provocative question, description, the chapter markers, and all that kind of thing by running it through a Notion prompt chain, which is really cool. That's something that we've developed. So you can store the prompts outside of this automation, which makes it really easy for editing. And then, this is the really cool part, it can create AI image. And in fact, I have this series of, let me see if I have the different images. I wonder if it's, well, I don't know if I have it pulled up, but basically every day has a different theme. So I can show you, oh, and I think I actually can show you the actual spreadsheet. Yeah, so here it is. This is so cool. Basically every day of the month can have a different, let's see, can I make these all big? Yeah. Every day can have kind of a different look to it, which is really, really neat. Anyways, what it does is it takes that and it creates a thumbnail, or it creates the background of a thumbnail, and then it also pulls a random headshot of mine. And so what I mean by that is I have this Google folder of all these different headshots of me looking pensive, and that's what we use. And so what happens is it then builds the graphic where I'm actually posting this video across 2 different YouTube channels that will be branded differently, which is really neat. And regardless, that's sort of there's some other things there we don't need to get into. But then once it's created a thumbnail, it's created the description, it's created the title, or the title we can include, or AI can make it if you want, but and the chapter markers, it puts them all together, it uploads it to YouTube, and then it sends out to all the socials, and then it sends you a nice little message that it was created. So why don't we take a look at what this looks like? First of all, this thumbnail, completely created by AI. Took my head from our little headshot thing. It put a watermark. It put the AI image background, and you completely can play with those prompts, which is so cool. And then it put this border, and then it put the title of the video in this purple area right there, which is really nice. And so, and then finally what it does is it uploads it all to YouTube, and this is what the description now looks like. Do you want to discover how to use ChatGPT's latest feature projects? And this is a description. Here are the chapter markers. And here is my little standard YouTube signature. And then it just posts it out to all the different platforms. So to show you, here it is. Oh, this was our another video that we had, which was our ChatGPT and Google Spreadsheets. And so it's on there on X, on YouTube, I'm sorry, on LinkedIn, our YouTube's embedded there, and then on Facebook. All right, so hopefully you get an idea of how powerful this automation is. This can save you so much time, leaving you to get on to the parts that you want to do, which is the creating of the content. That's what we should be doing as humans, is doing the part that is our unique human ingenuity that we bring our gifts to, and the robots should be doing the rest. So if you ever want to talk about this stuff, get in touch, and we can absolutely, I'm happy to share how we can set this up for you, because this is gonna, I mean, really, personally, this is gonna really help my content creation flow. And so that's just part of the marketing strategy that I use for my personal brand. My auto poster goes out to all platforms and blog posts. We have custom automated newsletters, industry specific. For me, AI and business obviously is my interest. And all sorts of other things that are just incredibly fun to talk to. Even video shorts are slightly different than this. This is more long form video. But how much of a pain are video shorts, right? Like, yeah, you maybe do your 1 minute, but then it takes, meanwhile, 15 minutes to get it online. Sometimes more if you're doing it more involved. But just getting that content out, getting your face out there. When you have an idea, I was on a bike ride the other day, and I was just like, I always do tech posts. I'm just gonna do a fun post about me riding my bike with this beautiful view. I got off the bike, I took a 1 minute video. All it took was me sending an email. The subject line becomes the title of the video. The email content becomes the description. I press send and I'm back on my bike, maybe another minute after the recording of that. So anyways, that is it. Please get in touch if you want to talk about this stuff. I just love geeking out on all things technology, all things automation and AI. I believe these tools should work for us and not us being slaves to technology. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon.